Hey there, everybody. My name is Rabbit. I got the promotion at work, and welcome to episode 117 of our 100% item guide and walkthrough for Legend of Legaia. In our previous episode, we just continued making our way through Juggernaut, aka the Armor Eater. I don't know why he has been munching on ra-seru equipment, but he has had stashes and stashes of great upgrades for all of our party members. So we will just continue making our way through here, picking up every single chest that we stumble upon and taking out fabulous looking level 3 versions of ra-seru that we have encountered in the past. So just take a minute, you guys, and take in how incredible the level 3 Vigoro looks. Are you guys not digging it? The lime green with the electric yellow fingers or claws. I think this Vigoro is too cool. I would definitely switch out the default for this one, or the level 1 for this fella right here. But anyway, as for what I shared with you guys right there at the start of our recap, I had meant to talk to you guys about this, I guess, 2 episodes ago when we opened, but I got a little sidetracked just sharing with you in general that we are approaching the end of gameplay and the end of this Let's Play as a whole. Let me actually take a second and decide. Do I want to split the difference and have everyone attack a different? Nope. I think this should be a-okay. So anyway, to continue that thought I was just now starting, I had meant to share with you guys at the beginning of this recording session that, I did in fact get the promotion, which is outstanding. I talked to you guys, I believe, briefly in this Let's Play. If not, I know I talked in much greater detail in the Grandia 2 Anniversary Edition Let's Play that I was up for a promotion and I was so, just nervous about it. And holla, a healing berry, I will take it. I was so nervous about it because there were a lot of other spectacular candidates who were equally, if not, I would say one of them might have even been more so qualified than me for it, at least in terms of their work history, but not necessarily in terms of their education history and just a variety of experiences. So obviously, I guess I was able to impress them throughout the series of interviews. I had a phone interview that I had to do with the actual director. Then I had an in-person interview with HR, which I guess they viewed as sort of like a pre-screening, just to make sure that the information that was on your resume and what you sort of stated over the phone kind of aligned with what you were presenting to HR. And I guess I made it through interview number 2 because then I had a third fucking interview and I was just a nervous ball and a little bit of an emotional wreck. I'm not going to lie, because I didn't necessarily feel as though there was a lot at stake, but it's still, you guys, I was going up against so many qualified candidates. I just felt, I don't know, for the first time, I would say almost ever, I felt like, holy shit, am I actually even worthy of this promotion? So what I was doing specifically recently, I've shared with you guys that I've been working for a social work agency, very, very small. So in addition to doing, the standard that I usually do, either, education, which here you can check that off. I was teaching our adult education classes. I also was doing a bit of our statistics, which is kind of the standard. My strong background is in research and statistics. I do a lot of analyses and things like that, and grant writing and just tracking that kind of stuff. So I was doing a little bit of that, and I had a very small caseload, so I did some minor case management. My master's isn't in social work, so I don't have that strong case management background or crisis management background, but that's something that, just due to the variety of experiences I have had, give me a little bit of training. And although I am not saying I'm anywhere on par with an LCSW, I can definitely do a little bit of crisis management just from my experience in teaching at both the university level as well as, let me have you attack B. No, Vaughn. I take it. Well, yeah, Vaughn, you attack B. Noel attack C. Gala can attack B. Does it really matter? I don't know. But not only do I have experience teaching at the university level for multiple years, but also the high school level, and then I just have years of work in counseling, but more specifically, I guess, to more nutritional counseling when I went through my dietetics program. So anyway, all that to say, case management isn't completely foreign to me. However, it was not really my strong suit on my resume. So it was kind of cool getting immersed in the realm of social work. It's the first time I'd ever worked for a social work agency in my entire life. So how cool was that to get to sort of check that off the list of environments I can experiment with and kind of gauge my own personal interest. And then this opportunity sort of opened up for advancement from, being kind of like that statistics grunt or that instructor and teacher grunt into having a more coordinating role and being more involved in the advocacy component, which is outstanding. I mean, I love that kind of stuff. And, I have a lot of research background in that, but not really practical experience. Like, I would never say that I've done that much disability advocacy, although in a sense, since I was working for a social work agency, the research we were doing did have the overarching goal and had the overarching theme of, representing underprivileged groups, whether it be based on socioeconomic status, like mental health status, physical health status, things along those lines. But to actually be involved in, helping an individual or a family pursue resources, helping them when it comes to representing them, to the state itself, outside of, again, like documentation purposes, because, if you are doing research for a social work agency, you are tapping into that component. But you guys know what I mean. Being sort of in a coordinating role and more of like that admin role is totally different from being behind the scenes, either in a research lab all day or even just teaching some of the private classes to specific clients who have signed up for the continuing education or adult education stuff that I was primarily overseeing. So all of that just to say that when this coordinator role opened up, it obviously was a promotion, not only in regards to the duties that would be expected of me and, with that, the responsibilities and experiences, but, pay is going to be better, which is nice because Andrew is still in the midst of, pursuing all of his studies. He's wrapping up a lot of research projects he was doing for his master's and, transitioning into a doctoral program or a secondary master's program, just, depending on what he ultimately decides he wants those credits to branch into. So we're living on one income. Like, I have been paying off his student loans and sort of supporting us for a very, very, very long time. Since I graduated with my master's in 2013, I've pretty much been the sole provider of our household. So any opportunity I find to kind of advance our position and allow me to better provide for him while he's taking care of his school stuff, I know it's not only a good investment for him and his education, but it's a good investment for me and for our family, because I do want us to start having kids soon. And you guys know I take very seriously the idea of raising kids of my own and just having a happy, healthy family. So I want to put in as much time as possible right now to, getting savings away, getting little tiny baby funds and possibly college funds started for my children. And then kind of tackling everything from there, because once the kiddos are born, I'm telling you right now, I am going to be home for their little infant and toddler stages. I'm not hiring a nanny. I'm not doing daycare. I want to be home. So that is why it is really nice for me when the opportunities arise to kind of pursue those opportunities, even if it's going to be harder, I guess you could say initially, but, even long term, it's going to be harder because it's a lot more work and a lot more hours. But it's a better, I think, use of my time now, because later on, I'm going to be home with the babies and have to be living on those savings and maybe a small stipend Andrew will be getting from his doctoral program. But I'll talk about that more in a second. Yet again, you guys should be familiar with this screen. We are at another blood river or bloodstream, and we have the option of diving into the rapids before us. And we definitely want to go ahead and do that. But this time, we want to be tapping down or holding the down button so that we can access a new area that contains, oh yeah, you guys know it, a treasure chest containing another piece of ra-seru armor. So let's go ahead and check it out and see who is the recipient of this bad boy. And it looks like, thanks to best equipment, flashing that across the screen there, we see that it is a piece of head armor for Vaughn. Let's just take a gander at this here and look at the stat boost or the changes to stats that it brings about. So again, I hope this kind of emphasizes for those of you who don't typically run through the Bio Castle before tackling these final game secrets or optional secrets, optional bosses, whatever you want to call all the stuff remaining for us. This is why I like to come back here, because look at the difference that this ra-seru equipment and this ra-seru armor can make. It's really going to set you up for greater success in tackling this upcoming optional boss that we will be examining together. But anyway, once we do that, we want to get back into the stream. So again, do you wish to dive into the rapids before you? We are going to say yes. And this time, we will return to the fork and we want to go right. Uh-oh. Except it did not like that at all, did it? That's okay. Just give it some time. We are going to run back on down. We're not going to let it get us down because we did want to go to that right-hand side. I was too busy talking and not paying attention to tapping. So let me ignore this. There we go. And make sure you're tapping and or, holding it probably is sufficient as well. Just make sure you go up into this. What are you doing, game? Why don't you love me? Oh, you know what? Guys, I'm a total space cadet. This isn't even the section I was thinking of. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's run on this way. My bad, fam. My bad. I honestly don't even know what I was thinking, so my bad, you guys. I'm sure some of you were probably wondering, Rabbit, with your memory, are you sure we're going to hit 100% item completion? You are always running back around and saying, oh wait, I'm supposed to go this place instead. But I promise, we are getting everything. It just sometimes takes me a minute to realize, oh shit, I can't go this way. What am I thinking? That's an exit, not an entrance, or I'm completely making up the layout of this dungeon right now. So don't worry, I got you. It's all good. So we want to run over here and jump into this part of the stream. And this time, let's go to the left-hand side. Although, if you want to go right, be my guest to go ahead and do that. So go ahead and tap left or hold left, whichever one works for you. Come on, Vaughn. I was going to say, I know I'm not making this up. You guys can see this chest right here to the left-hand side. So if we open this up, we find ourselves with another piece of ra-seru armor, this time the ra-seru plume. Let's see who this could possibly be for. And it is just going in order. So we're going to swap out that pronged crown. But again, want to let you take a gander at the plus 10 to upper defense for Noah there. So that is pretty handy and pretty dandy. So we want to go ahead and get back into the stream. Yes, we will dive into the rapids. And this time when it brings us back around, we're going to go to the right-hand side. I promise, it's going to work out. Oh gosh, you guys, I swear, I know what's happening most of the time. Woohoo! Vaughn and Noah both got levels. Before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and have Vaughn heal us. And if Noah can squeeze one more in, I will have her go ahead and buff us up a bit. I might switch the Crimson Book over to Gala. I'm not too sure what I'm thinking, but either way, let's jump right back into the bloodstream here. And I suppose to conclude the story time for this episode, I was saying everything about the promotion and that I got it, which is amazing. And I feel so humbled and honored that I was selected, because this is going to be so nice for myself and for Andrew, not only in the present, but in the future, regarding opportunities for us, opportunities for our kids. So I am just ecstatic about all of this. But let's take a quick second to get back into the game and check out this ra-seru helmet that we found within this chest here, even though Vaughn is kind of hiding out. Oh, let's arrange, just because you guys know I'm a little neurotic. And we know it is for Gala. So take a peek at the change to upper defense there. Pretty nice, if I do say so myself. So we're going to go ahead and swap that out. And, ooh, maybe I should go ahead and put the Crimson Book on Gala. I'm not really sure. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and put it whatever. We'll just leave it on Vaughn for now. It honestly doesn't matter. It's up to you guys if you even want to use the Crimson books. I talked about this in our last episode, that the true value of having them is to prep you for acquiring Juggernaut the legit way by grinding everyone up to level 99, because it does take quite a bit of time. It's not an impossible task by any means, but you will be devoting a lot of your time to reaching level 99, and the Crimson books can just make a difference in that process. So anyhow, that wraps up everything in this section of Juggernaut, whatever part of his body this is supposed to be. And since we found a save point, let's go ahead and make use of it. I might want to heal up before I utilize the save here. And we will have Gala go ahead and do it this time around. There we go. That is wonderful. So yeah, anyway, to conclude the story, I just wanted to let you guys know that I did get the promotion, and I am beyond thrilled for this opportunity that has become a reality for us. So just wanted to make you guys aware, because I know a few of you were kind of curious back when I first announced that I was up for this huge promotion. So everything worked out okay. I'm, again, just so humbled that I was chosen, and very eager to sort of transition out of my instruction, like education and research role, into this more coordinating and advocacy, and still a little bit, I guess, of case management role. So can't wait. I'll be sure to tell you guys all about it when I am finally moving into the training for that. But for now, let's go ahead and call this an episode. I know that we've spent quite a bit longer here in the biodome than I was initially anticipating. I thought for sure we'd be a little bit further than we are right now, but the fights were more frequent than I remembered them being. But that's okay, because I've got tons of stories to share with you guys, and we are coming up on a much more interesting and somewhat disheartening part of Juggernaut. So I'm sure you guys are wondering, what part are you referring to, Rabbit? Well, stay tuned and you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about. So thank you as always for watching. I am your host, Rabbit, and this is my 100% item guide and walkthrough for Legend of Legaia. I'll see you guys very, very soon.